Welcome! Join us for the 5 Tips for Career Fair Preparation. This video series is proudly presented by the Center for Career Opportunities for all students at Purdue, international, domestic, undergraduate, and graduate students. For those who are unfamiliar with the CCO, we offer in-person and virtual services to help you along your career journey. You can locate us in Young Hall, room 132, reach us via email at askcco@purdue.edu, or give us a call at 765-494-3981. For more helpful resources, visit our website at cco.purdue.edu. We'll provide more information about these services at the end of this presentation. Any resources mentioned in the presentation will be linked in the video description. Now, let's begin. Before we dive into the CCO's tips for career fair preparation, it's important to first talk about the purpose of attending a career fair. The purpose of a career fair is to provide an opportunity for both students and employers to network, establish professional relationships, and learn about potential job and internship opportunities. Often, the number one reason to attend a career fair is to make progress in the job or internship search. But career fairs are a great space to explore career opportunities that you may never have heard of before. Whether you are a first semester freshman, a rising senior, or in the midst of graduate school, attending a career fair can be meaningful for you in a variety of ways. It can expand your knowledge in industries and roles, it can allow you to practice professionalism, and it can provide you with an opportunity to grow your network. Now, let's dive into tip 1. Before attending a career fair, it is important for you to do research on the employers registered for the event. You can look through the list of registered employers on MyCCO. MyCCO is Purdue's exclusive student job board, where you can see not only jobs that are available to Purdue students, but also explore all career fairs hosted on campus and see the list of employers attending each career fair. Once you have looked through the list of employers, it's important to know who you specifically want to engage with. Identify your top list of employers you plan to network with at the career fair. As you begin to identify your top employers, it's important to be realistic about how many employers you can engage with during the time frame you will be at the event, as well as how long the lines may be at a particular employer booth. After you have identified your top employers, you will want to conduct research on their company so you are more knowledgeable and prepared to have specific conversations with recruiters. Some ways you can research companies are through company websites, company LinkedIn pages, reading publications or news reports about the company, and connecting with individuals who currently are working for that company. Again, by researching beforehand, this allows you to be more intentional in your question asking, demonstrate to the recruiters that you have done your homework, and provide you with a better understanding of whether or not you could see yourself at that company. The last piece of advice is to apply for company positions before attending the career fair. You can apply for company positions on MyCCO and the company's career page on their website. Once you have identified which employers you want to engage with at the career fair, it's time to prepare your documents. Here are some items we encourage you to update before engaging with employers. It's important to make sure your resume is up to date and that the experiences reflected on your resume are going to help you stand out to the employers you are seeking to engage with. If you need resume assistance, the Center for Career Opportunities has a variety of resources we offer to support resume development. The CCO Handbook is a great resource that offers guidance on formatting, bullet point writing, and provides examples of resumes. For an on-demand resume review, Purdue students have access to VMOC, Purdue's AI-generated resume tool. If you would prefer to have a resume reviewed by a person, students can schedule one-on-one appointments to have their resumes reviewed, either through quick chat appointments with peer consultants, which are 15 minutes, or job search strategies appointments with a career consultant, which are 30 minutes. Along with your resume, you want to ensure that your LinkedIn profile is up to date. Whether you are creating a LinkedIn account from scratch or you're needing to update your already existing profile, the CCO has a variety of resources to help ensure your LinkedIn is professional, appropriate, and reflects you and your experiences. Check out the CCO handbook for ways to develop and enhance your LinkedIn profile. Similarly to resumes, you can have your LinkedIn account reviewed by the CCO, so consider scheduling a 15-minute quick chat appointment or a 30-minute job search strategies appointment. Don't forget to utilize your MyCCO account. Remember that you can apply for positions and learn about networking opportunities on campus on MyCCO, but you also have the option to create a personal profile, make your profile public to employers, and upload a resume onto your account. By uploading a resume onto your profile, you are providing opportunities for employers to get access to your resume and connect with you about professional opportunities. It is the easiest way to get your resume into the hands of an employer. Now that you have identified your top employers and updated your documents, it is important to make a career fair preparation checklist. Here are some items you could consider adding to your checklist. A day or two before the career fair, print off lots of copies of your resume. Even though you're going in with a set list of employers to engage with, you never know who else you might connect with about opportunities. Be prepared and have extra resumes to spare. It's also a good idea to prepare your professional outfit a few days in advance. Though recruiters may be wearing jeans and a t-shirt to the career fair, we encourage you to dress professional. Because you want to make a great first impression, make sure your outfit is well fit, wrinkle-free, and clean. Some examples of clothing items you could wear are suits, blouses, skirts, slacks, collared shirts, blazers, etc. Make sure you try the outfit on a few days prior to the career fair to ensure that the clothing fits and that you feel confident wearing it. Check out the CCO handbook and the CCO Pinterest page for guidance on and examples of professional attire. If you have never heard of an elevator pitch, this is a 30 to 60-second introduction that tells the employer who you are, your experiences and interests, your skills, and what you would bring to that organization. Remember that employers are talking to lots of students at a career fair, so you want to be strategic in what you share. Think through what skills, leadership experiences, involvements, or projects set you apart from others in your major and find ways to incorporate them into your elevator pitch. Remember to keep your elevator pitch clear, concise, and memorable. Some resources you can utilize to help you craft your elevator pitch are the CCO handbook, a Career Spots video on developing an elevator pitch, or schedule a job search strategies appointment to practice your elevator pitch with a career consultant. Before you attend the career fair, consider downloading the MyCCO app called Simplicity so that you can have hands-on access to the career fair map. By looking at the map ahead of time, you can plan out your route and decide which order you would like to connect with your list of employers and see where they are located. Lastly, here are some additional items you might consider bringing on career fair day: a Padfolio or a nice folder to hold your resumes, questions to ask employers, a notebook and pen to write down notes, a name tag, a Tide2Go pen, Band-Aids, a nice bag, etc. Some of these items are for more practical purposes, and others are for those last-minute emergencies. So think through what items may be valuable to have on hand the day of the event. Whether you are preparing for your first career fair or you've attended them for multiple years, it is important to have the right expectations both for the event and the interactions with employers. Career fairs are historically known for being crowded, noisy, and full of long lines. Especially for popular companies, lines can be lengthy and the path to get to the companies can be crowded. To avoid the busyness and lengthy wait times, consider getting to the event early to secure your spot in lines before they get too long. It is important to be realistic with your expectations of how many employers you can talk to within the time frame you have available, especially if you have multiple popular employers on your list. As previously stated, plan out your route using the MyCCO Career Fair app. By seeing where employers are and planning your route, this can help eliminate some of those nerves you may experience the day of the event. One last thing to remember about career fairs is that employers will bring giveaway items to hand out. Feel free to take an item from an employer after you engage in conversation, but remember that you don't want to carry around too many free items, as this will hinder you from being able to shake hands, pass out resumes, etc. As you prepare to engage with employers, here are some interaction expectations to remember. Not all interactions will lead to an immediate position. Remember that the purpose of the career fair is to network, learn more about opportunities, make good impressions, and leave with new connections. You never know what that connection could lead to in the future. As stated previously, applying for positions before attending a career fair is a great idea. By doing so, this could separate you from other students who are waiting in line for that company. Often, students get frustrated if they wait for an hour to talk to a company only to be told, apply for the position online and receive a QR code for the job posting. If you are able to communicate to the employer you've already applied, often the employer will make a note that you are already in the company system. It demonstrates your level of interest in that company, and it could possibly provide an opportunity for you to ask more detailed questions about the company, job, or next steps. While engaging with an employer at a career fair, some interactions may feel similarly to an interview. Like an interview, career fairs offer a space for employers to ask you questions, but remember that you can ask the employer questions too. Employers may ask you questions like, "Tell me about yourself," or "What makes you interested in our company?" And you want to be prepared to answer those questions confidently. When it is your turn to ask questions, make sure you ask intentional and company-specific questions to show the recruiter that you've done your homework. While you do research on companies before the event, write down any specific questions you want to learn more about. Employers are impressed by students who have some background knowledge on the company and ask specific questions rather than the question, "So, what does your company do?" Last but not least, it is important that you get the contact information from the employers you engage with. The easiest way to get their contact information is to ask for their business card. Not every recruiter will have a business card, so consider asking them if you could have their LinkedIn information and/or get their email address. The last tip for career fair preparation focuses on what you should do after attending a career fair. The day after the career fair, don't forget to follow up with the employers you engaged with and reflect on the event. When you follow up with employers, make sure you send a personalized email or card to thank the employer for their time, the information they shared, and, if possible, try to include something memorable from your conversation at the career fair with that specific employer. Remember to show your enthusiasm about the organization, express your interest in learning more about future opportunities, and tie in your skill sets and experiences that you believe would make a great fit for that company. Another way to engage with employers after a career fair is by connecting with them on LinkedIn. To help the recruiter remember you, add a note to your connection request reminding them of your interaction at the Purdue Career Fair. If you did not receive a business card, you can treat a connection request on LinkedIn like the thank you email previously discussed. If you learned about any new job or internship opportunities at the career fair, apply for those roles. Feel free to reach out to the employer who informed you of the role and thank them for sharing the job opportunity and that you just submitted your application in your thank you email. Something that's super important but is often forgot about is to reflect on the career fair and your experience. What did you learn while you attended? What went well? Are there things you know now that you will do differently next time? What do you want to improve? As you reflect, know that you can schedule a one-on-one appointment with a CCO career consultant to reflect, strategize, and prepare for future career fairs. We hope you found our presentation on career fair preparation informative and that you will continue to work with us along your career journey. Here are some ways in which you can do that. You can schedule one-on-one appointments with us through Boiler Connect, review the CCO handbook for information on all career development topics, and activate your MyCCO account to access jobs, internships, career fairs, and employers. Check the CCO calendar to stay up to date on career-related events across campus. If you are interested in careers in healthcare or law, please connect with our pre-professional advisors at preprofessional@purdue.edu or www.purdue.edu/preprofessional. A reminder that we are located in Young Hall, room 132, and can be reached at 765-494-3981 or at askcco@purdue.edu, or our website is www.cco.purdue.edu. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you soon.